So today we'll start with les articles définis. Everyone repeat with me. Les articles définis.
Les
articles
définis.
définis.
Hmm? Which is definite articles. And I explained you last time. What are definite articles? What is a definite article of English?
The.
The. Correct. All right. Now, the way we have genders, right, as I explained in the previous class when we did indefinite articles. So there are genders going to be associated with definite articles as well. So the most important thing for you to remember is the gender of the noun. Basis that, can you figure out which article to use? Okay. Now, so the way we have the words as masculine, feminine, singular, plural, and the words which start with a vowel, I'll just explain that in detail. Okay. So now see everyone. The nouns which are masculine, yeah, with the definite articles that we use with the masculine noun is le. Everyone repeat with me. Le.
No.
It's not li, it's not le. Please pronounce it properly. Le. Le.
Lo.
I'm not saying lo, le. Le.
Lo.
Okay. So tell me a masculine noun that we learned in the previous class, anyone?
Le livre.
Le livre. Very good. Livre is masculine. So we can say le livre. Now, la is used with nouns which are feminine and singular. Give me an example, anyone.
La table.
La table. Excellent. La table. Okay. Now, L apostrophe is a new one for you. L apostrophe is used with nouns which are masculine or feminine, provided the words are singular and that they start with a vowel. Vowels in French are A, E, I, O, U, and even H. H also happens to be a vowel. Okay. So L apostrophe is used with nouns which start with a vowel and are singular, irrespective of the masculine or feminine. Give me an example.
Loud.
L'homme will be pronounced as l'homme, which is the man. Man in French is homme, so the man is l'homme. H, remember?
Lom.
H is silent. It's always silent in French. Yeah? Any other example that you can think of?
You, what we call water in French.
L'eau.
You.
L'eau.
Lo.
L'eau.
Lo. Yeah.
Correct. Good. And then les is used with nouns which are plural, whether they're masculine or they're feminine or they start with a vowel. We use les with the nouns which are plural. So I want you to speak the correct pronunciation, because what happens is that a lot of people pronounce this also as les or les something, and this is as li or le. Yeah, very odd pronunciations, but I want your pronunciations to be absolutely correct. So please repeat with me. Le,
Le.
la,
La.
le.
Le.
Le, la, le.
Le. La. Le.
L apostrophe merges with the sound. So let's try with examples. Le livre,
Le livre.
la table,
La table.
l'homme,
L'homme.
l'eau.
L'eau.
Now, if I want to say the books, how will I say?
Le livre.
Les livres. As I said, S will not change the pronunciation of the word. So, les livres. Okay. The tables in French would be?
Les tables.
Les tables. Okay. The men in French would be? L'homme is the man. I'm saying plural, the men.
Les hommes. Les hommes.
Now the pronunciation would be les hommes, because we are doing the Liaison. Remember, I
Oh,
explained it briefly last time. When S connects with the vowel, the
yeah.
sound it will produce is that of Z. So whenever S connects with the vowel,
Liaison.
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 Clear, everyone? Is this bit clear? How to
This
use?
rule is only
Please
for
repeat it
H.
once.
Okay.
Sorry, one by one. Yes, Harjeet.
This rule is only applicable with the H
No,
consonant.
any vowel. S with any, when S connects with any vowel, it will produce the Z sound.
Okay. Thank
So,
you.
Will you please repeat it? LES1.
yeah, I'm just coming. So let me go one by one. So Harjeet, your doubt, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you one more example, right? Les
Les écouter.
les avions, let's say. Okay.
Avion.
The plane is avion. We have learned this word. Okay. So individually we write in indefinite article, we write un avion. Singular definite article, we'll write l'avion, right? If I want to make a plural version, the planes are flying, for instance, whatever. So it's going to be les avions. Les avions. So when S connects with any vowel, the sound it produces is that of Z. Les hommes, les avions. So it's not just restricted to H. It's for all
Okay.
the vowels.
Thanks.
When S connects with all the vowels. Yeah?
Then A voice get muted.
No, les avions. We're pronouncing the A. Just that the S sound, we'll not pronounce it as les avions. We'll pronounce it as les avions. While the
Okay.
independent pronunciation is les, like les livres, les tables. But when the next word starts with a vowel, we link the sounds. This phenomena in French is called as liaison, which is linking the vowel with the consonant. Basically, the thing is that vowels in French are weak. They need support of consonants. So technically, what you see over here is le Technically, originally we were writing it like this, but H over here needs support of a consonant. Where is the consonant? The consonant is your L. So what do? We convert the first vowel to an apostrophe. That is the concept of apostrophes in French.
Okay, it will write in continuation form, not with the gap.
Yeah, correct. Did you understand? Did you follow, everyone? I'm
Okay.
repeating again. Vowels in French are considered weak. They need support. Yeah. They need support from a consonant. If the preceding word also ends with a vowel, we remove the first vowel, we put an apostrophe. So all the apostrophes that you see in entire French are using this rule. There is no other logic why we use apostrophe in French. This is the only reason. Did you all follow?
Yes.
Yes. A, E, I, O, U, and H, all the words written with this L apostrophe.
Yeah, if we are using definite article, but this is not applicable for indefinite articles. We don't have this L apostrophe, the counterpart in definite articles, in indefinite articles, right?
Yeah.
So remember this, okay? All
Okay.
right, let's move on. Okay, few more examples. The articles, so this is a terminology which you will see across French books, across French, resources and everything. Articles agree with number and gender. Agree with number and gender meaning that if it is singular or plural, masculine or feminine. Masculine, feminine will determine whether we're using le and la. Singular, plural will determine whether we will use le, la, L apostrophe or le. So this is what we say that they agree. Articles agree with the number and gender of nouns. Right? If the noun totally depends upon the noun, whether you use le, la, le or L apostrophe. Yeah, this is what we have learned so far. Now you get used to this terminology, agree with number. This is what they will say in books. When they say they agree with the number and the gender of the noun, meaning you have to look at the noun, whether it's masculine, feminine or plural, basis which you decide what article to use. Okay, so you have to remember the gender of the noun, which is very important. Okay, now L apostrophe, I'm again explaining, is used to avoid two vowel sounds together. L and la drop their last letter. So before a vowel, L plus arbre is a tree in French. It's masculine. So we'll write it as l'arbre and we'll also pronounce it as l'arbre. Okay. École, which happens to be a school in French. Okay. It's feminine, so we should ideally use la. But since it starts with a vowel, so the article which we will use is going to be L apostrophe along with it. So it is agreeing with the gender and the number because it's singular. Had it been plural, we would write it as, okay, you guys try. What is the trees in French? How will you pronounce it?
L'arbre.
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 Les arbres.
L'arbre.
Les arbres. Remember?
Les arbres.
S
Les
connects with
arbres.
the vowel of the vowel and it produces the Z sound. Vowels in French are weak. Whenever a noun starts with a vowel, it will either merge with the sound of the preceding word or we'll put an apostrophe instead. In this case, for singular ones, we're putting an apostrophe. For plural, we're linking the sounds. Les arbres. And this one, the schools will be
Arbre.
Les écoles.
correct. Les écoles. The
Les
schools.
écoles.
In singular, it's l'école. But plural, les écoles.
Les écoles.
Did you understand? Everyone, is this rule clear? This is actually a pronunciation rule which we will cover when we do pronunciations. Okay?
Yes.
All right, moving on. Okay, let's learn some more vocabulary words. Masculine words first. Everyone, keep on repeating with me. The chocolate in French is le chocolat.
Le
Le
chocolat.
chocolat.
The book is le livre.
Le
Le
livre.
livre.
The cinema is le cinéma.
Le
Cinéma.
cinéma.
The tree is l'arbre.
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 The cheese is le fromage.
Le
Le
fromage.
Fromage.
Once again, le chocolat.
Le chocolat.
Le chocolat.
Le livre.
Le
Le
livre.
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 Le cinéma.
Le
Le
cinéma.
cinéma.
L'arbre.
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 Le fromage.
Le
Le
fromage.
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 Okay, take 30 seconds, quickly learn these 5 words. All right, let's move on. 5 new more words. Now these ones are all feminine. Okay. The house in French is la maison.
La
La
maison.
maison.
La maison.
The beach in French is la plage.
La
La
plage.
La
plage.
plage.
The car in French is la voiture.
La
La
voiture.
La
voiture.
voiture.
The school in French is l'école.
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 The flower in French is la fleur.
La
La
fleur.
fleur.
Once again, la maison,
La
La
maison.
La
maison.
maison.
la plage,
La
La
plage.
plage.
la voiture,
La
La
voiture.
voiture.
l'école,
L'école.
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 la fleur.
La
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 fleur.
fleur.
All right, take 30 seconds, quickly learn these 5 words.
Question.
Mhm.
The T sound, is it the or ch? Like
In
in what
this
cherry?
in this one, it's not the th sound. It's so this is called as phonetics. When two like sh come together, it becomes the sh sound. In English, tion becomes shun, television, sion, right? We don't pronounce it as sion. Sion in English, right? So these are phonetic rules. When two letters come together, what is the sound that they produce? So in this one, it's not voiture, not at all. It's voiture, voiture. Okay, we learned this in the pronunciation class.
So in voiture we pronounce E as well, the ending E,
So the
right?
E does not have any sound technically. So E is what right, in French.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So plage,
Oh,
plage, will become plage only. Voiture, it's voiture.
wash.
École
Okay.
is école. The sound of E is E. I mean, in French. Right. So whatever it merges, you'll not add plage, plagie, voiture, right? We'll not add that. That is very English sound. The sound in French is going to be a sound. It will merge with the consonant most of the time.
Okay.
All right, next few words. Now the plural ones. Okay, remember we do not pronounce the S in the end. Just remember this rule. The books in French is les livres.
Les
Les
livres,
livres.
The houses in French is les maisons.
les maisons,
The children in French is, you guys try and pronounce.
les enfants,
Les
les enfants,
Les
Les-
enfants. I'm so glad you used liaison. We link the sounds. Les
les
enfants.
enfants, les enfants,
Les enfants.
Enfant, non. Enfant. Enfant.
les enfants,
Everyone repeat. Les enfants.
Les enfants.
Les enfants.
The trees in French is les arbres.
les arbres,
Les arbres.
The cars is les voitures.
les
Les
voitures,
voitures.
Once again, les livres.
les livres,
Livres.
Les maisons.
les
Les
maisons,
maisons.
Les enfants.
les enfants,
Enfants.
Les arbres.
les
Les
arbres,
enfants.
Les voitures.
les
Les
voitures.
voitures.
Take 30 seconds, quickly learn. We'll move on to the next page. All right, let's move on. Now, a quick recap. Definite article depends on the gender of the object we're talking about, the number, is it singular or plural, and whether the first letter is a vowel or a consonant, basis which we decide le, la, l apostrophe, or le. Yeah, let's do a small activity. Now, in the first one, what do you think? Dash cinema. Which article will we use?
B. La.
Maybe it's
Le
not
cinéma,
lu, it's le.
La.
Yeah,
le cinéma,
le cinema. Second one,
la voiture,
la voiture. La
la
voiture.
voiture,
Third one,
La voiture.
les enfants,
les enfants. Fourth one,
l'école,
l'école.
si, l'école.
Did you all follow it? See, the nouns you'll have to learn. The vocab you'll have to learn. Then the concepts are different. So concept probably you understood, but you have to remember the word and the gender of that word. This will take some time. Okay, that is why I said during the weekend, please revise the new words because you've learned by now you've learned 30, 35, 40 words probably. Yeah. And it's going to be very difficult for you if you don't revise. Okay. So please make sure you keep revising, right? Do you have any questions from today's class? This is the small summary. Any questions from today's class? Because tomorrow's class is going to be dependent on whatever you understood up till now. Because tomorrow we'll learn how to make sentences. Is it all clear,
The
everyone?
Yes.
child
Yes.
is
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, and I believe you can access the resources now, right? Resources are not an issue
Yes.
for the one who joined the first time today. I'll quickly show you where you can access the resources. And here we have the resources. Yeah, so you go to learnfrenchwithavani.com. So you are here. Yeah, go to resources, click on free resources. Et voila, you have the PPTs here. Yeah, and
sorry, one more question. If it is the child, is it masculine or feminine?
so the child is always going to be masculine, un form. It's always un form.
Okay, unless we know it's a girl, then we
Correct.
always go with masculine.
Correct, yeah. No, unless
Okay.
if we know a girl, then it's gonna be a baby. A baby like does not have a gender, right? In French, a child will not have a gender as such. Like children will not have a gender. But a girl, baby
No,
boy, you can
like,
say like that.
yeah, if we say a baby
Yeah,
girl, then we know it's feminine.
yeah.
Otherwise, by
Otherwise,
default, we
even
always go with masculine.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, and if you guys are interested in booking a demo for TEF TCF classes, then you can log in over here, book a demo, and you'll get the link if anybody wants to join the demo for TEF TCF classes so that you'll understand how we teach, because what we're teaching right now is just what do I say, grammar. Grammar honestly is 1/5 portion of the language, technically. You need to learn how to read, write, speak, listen, communicate, sing songs, and a lot of other things. Okay. So, but this is a good way to get started with the language. But eventually, I'm telling you, if you want to prepare for TEF and all, TEF TCF, then these grammar is not sufficient. Grammar is just an add-on. And just a small tip for you guys. If you guys can do Duolingo along with the classes, it's going to be very helpful for you. Very, very helpful. Okay, so start practicing on Duolingo. It's a great app. Yeah, understanding grammar and then doing a lot of practice exercises on Duolingo is going to be really, really helpful. So I'm assuming by the end of, this month, when we finish our grammar classes, we'll be in a position to actually maybe, sing songs together, right? If you guys have like 2 minutes, I'd like to show you guys something.
And what is the duration of TEP class?
TEF is going to be for 10 months.
No, on a daily basis.
1 hour each, Monday to Friday.
5 days in a week.
5
days in
days.
a week, yeah. So this is something I'm looking at towards the end of the session, that we'll also create a song like this. I'll just play something.
Bonjour et bienvenue à la classe d'Avani.
I didn't ask for pain, I was asking for some fun. I'm completely lost in love, Salvador. I can speak any French, I can order a croissant. I have a party of 90, I'll order Swanson. I was asking for the time, then say I want to tell you. Now I have to think twice before I speak to myself. Je n'ai pas mes amis, je n'ai pas ma famille. This language thing is hard, you should wonder. Avani, Avani. Mama Sarifa, le cri d'un bébé. Cela n'est déjà français, maybe. Confirme, confirme, confirme.
I'm sorry. Okay, just say au revoir. Au revoir.
Yeah. So this is how we sing. We have fun. Now this is something I'm looking at end of the, this month if we'll be able to. The ones who will be able to, we'll edit it from our end. But if you guys can participate in this, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be pretty memorable for each one of you. Right? We'll mash up your each one of you, and we'll create songs, something like this. And it's not a big thing, we all can do this. I mean, we all do it anyway, right? All our beginner students of A1, we engage them in activities like this so that they love the language. See, learning the language with so much love is going to take you forward, right? Because learning it, because you happen to learn it is not going to work too long, right? If you want to really learn the language, then you have to, love it. And loving will come when you watch movies, when you watch, listen to French songs. If you want, I can share some YouTube channels with you guys where, you can listen to French songs and all of that. English songs dubbed in French, which you'll probably resonate with a lot. So I'll share with you probably in a day or two. But anyway, keep revising and all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah?
Okay.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Merci.